Hello, my name is Kyle Ayers, and I am going to talk about Asian American student very high academic success and how that potentially leads to psychological mental issues such as suicide. Um, Start off with the parents of these Asian American students. Um, they have already, most of them at least, have already obtained a very high level of academic achievements, since a total of 22% of Asian American parents contain a master's degree, which is far more than the other races, as you can see. Hispanic and African American parents only consist of 6% of a master's degree, while Caucasian parents consist of 14%, and Native American parents consist of just 4% of a master's degree. As I stated earlier in my paper in this presentation, Asian American parents place very high expectations on their students and set guidelines for them. As you can see, 80% of these Asian American 80% of the parents of these Asian American students expect at the very least a bachelor's degree. When comparing to Hispanic, African American, and white students is very high, as you can see, since 50% of parents expect their Hispanic students to attain a bachelor's degree, with 58% of African American students, 62% of white students, and the Native American figures were not available. So as you can see, this further speculates that Asian American parents expect their students to not only not only go to college but also graduate with a bachelor's degree as well. Bachelor degrees by race. As you can see here, the Asian Americans just totally dominate the total number of bachelor degrees. Just under 50% of all Asian Americans actually consist of a bachelor's degree, and that's compared to 29% of Caucasians, about 14% of African Americans, and about 12% of Hispanics. And again, the Native American figurement was not available. As you can see, all these great expectations and guidelines set by the Asian American parents to their students is sometimes too demanding for them and can cause great psychological problems throughout. As you can see here, I've listed these are all industrial countries, by the way. As you can see, I listed all three, or the big three, um, industrial Asian countries: South Korea, Japan, China, and I listed some Western European countries that are industrial as well: France, Germany, Spain, England, or the United Kingdom, and I also threw in there Australia, and as well as the United States. As you can see here, the Asian countries are definitely, besides France is kind of high, but not really as much as the Asian countries. But as you can see here, there's a huge slope from the Asian to other Western civilized countries in the world. South Korea is by far the most, actually. I thought it was going to be Japan, but it's actually South Korea. South Korea has 31.2 um, suicides per 100,000 people within their population. Japan has 23 suicides per 100,000 people. China has just over 20, we'll call it 22, just over 22, 21, 22 suicides per 100,000 people. France has about 16.9, call it 17 suicides. Germany is within the 8 range, 8 to 9. Spain is within the 6 to 7 range. UK is 7 as well. Australia is about 9, almost up to 10. And the United States is 11.8, as you can see here at the very end. So really, this graph is critical in my argument that Asian American students have very, very, very strict guidelines placed on them from their parents, which unfortunately, inevitably, can lead to suicide rates. As you can see here, there's just a huge slope from Asian countries, just 3 Asian countries here, from the industrial countries to other industrial countries throughout the world. I'm not saying that school expectations consist of all these, of all the suicides here in South Korea and Japan, but plays a major factor since not achieving well at school can lead to unemployment or a lower class job that can be deemed humiliating and embarrassing in these 3 particular countries here. Okay.